if your Loctician can only retwist with gel, go get a new Loctician. They're not in it for the love of the game and really learn about hair. I don't care how thick your hair is, how thin it is, what it does. Trust me when I say the gel is just for the aesthetic. The gel is for the Instagram posts. Hey you, it's New. I'm going to be answering every lock question that has been left in my comments or submitted. We'll be doing this simple and quickly. If you need any further clarification about any questions, comment down below and let's chat there. Lego. Love your hair. I just want to know if it's twist or interlock. Interlock. How many locks do you have? I did a video on this that shares other tips and tricks that I use on my lock. It'll be linked up or in the description if you want to check it out. Mama's gotta eat, okay? Are they micro, sister, or just small locks? I call them cousin locks because they're not quite sister locks, okay? So a brother from another mother. You get what I'm saying? Boom. Which method was used to start your locks? My mother says they were started with braids. I don't even remember that process so long ago. How do you feel about high color lift rather than bleach? I don't support any type of hair chemicals used to lighten the color of your hair, simply because even though it's less invasive than bleach, chemicals like that, they get into the infrastructure of your lock, and over time you start to see the damage. So unless you got the most perfect Loctician in the world, I do not support. Y'all know this is a bleach hate account, this is an ammonia hate account, this is a hydrogen peroxide hate account. So yeah. Is semi-permanent color harmful? Semi-permanent color isn't harmful to me because it sits on the outside of the lock and it doesn't contain ammonia or hydrogen peroxide. So I feel like that's a lot less. When I had my locks before they were bleached and I would dye them with black dye, nothing would happen. I would never have any issues. What do you think about the longevity of teeny tiny micro locks? 800 give or take. My hair is very thick, so they puff up. I don't know if I should fear thinning. I wouldn't worry if I was you. The only time I would worry about something like that is if you had very fine hair, but you say right here, they're very thick, so they puff up. So I don't think you should have that problem with thick hair. Just make sure you don't wait too long in between reties and don't wait too little. Don't like you get what I'm saying? Like, don't retie too much too often, because both can be the cause of breakage, damage, stuff like that. Okay, next category. Do you think we should brush our locks? When it's done too early in the locking stage, I feel it does more damage than good because your locks are still maturing. But if your locks are really mature, I think you can, because I feel it does help avoid lint getting stuck in your locks. Just don't do it too often. That's the only thing that I would say. Oh, but your question, my bad, because I didn't even answer your question. Your question was, do you think we should brush our locks? Yes, and not often. What actually happens when retwisting in the wrong direction is done over a prolonged period? Unraveling and like the internal structure of your lock will be weak, which over time just causes thinning and breakage. One thing about a lock, if you do certain things, one thing about it, thinning and breakage. I know y'all have heard that so many times on this channel. The follow-up question is, how can I prevent it when going to a new Loctician? Just ask your Loctician, what direction do you retwist? Do you retwist clockwise or do you retwist counterclockwise? Tell them like, hey, whenever I retwist my hair or I get my retwist done, I do it towards the left. Or, how do you retain length? My longest locks always get brittle, thin, and break on the ends. A lot of people have this problem with very long locks, me being one of them. One thing that I'll say is sometimes I feel like it is a little bit unavoidable and you shouldn't really stress too much. But since you're asking me for recommendations, make sure you're wrapping your hair up at night. Make sure you're wrapping your hair up anytime you lay down. Even if it's on the couch real quick, you're gonna take a quick 25-minute nap, throw on a scarf and a bonnet and something that protects your ends, moisturizing your ends with like rose water and sealing it with oil, just making sure that when you're taking care of your hair, you're not just focused here or here, you're also like literally doing that. Sometimes I literally have to get oil, put it in my hand and like grab my hair like this and put my ends in there like that. So pay a little more attention, but understand some things are inevitable, especially if you do braids as well and you wrap the rubber band around the ends of your hair. Naturally, that's just what's going to happen in the cut, because the longest length of your hair is constantly getting the most work when it comes to a lot of like styling, laying down and whatnot. Some of it is inevitable, but you can slow down the process. How do we stop our locks from thinning at the roots over time? Taking breaks in between, if it's not genetic, because some stuff is just genetic, taking breaks in between retwists, styling less, and when you do styling not as tight, protecting your hair at night. Let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna link my Amazon storefront. This is not just because of commission. This is because I need y'all to put on them bonnets at night. Protect your hair at night, okay? And whenever you lay down, and then massage your scalp with oils and avoid heavy products. So if you're retwisting your hair with heavy gel, tell your loctician, or for you, spray it with some mist, some rose water with whatever oils you want inside of it, and then retwist with oil. If your loctician can only retwist with gel, go get a new loctician. They're not in it for the love of the game and really learn about hair. If your loctician cannot retwist with just some oil, go look for a new loctician. I'm telling you that right now. I don't care how thick your hair is, how thin it is, what it does. Trust me when I say, the gel is just for the aesthetic. The gel is for the Instagram posts. Any advice on how to get rid of lint, please? It is so ugly when you have dark hair. I feel you. Protecting your hair, again, I'm gonna say this again, protecting your hair at night and whenever you are laying down, and brushing your hair lightly if it is mature. And then as well, if you do hot oil treatments, don't use too much oil and don't do it too often. Boom. What are your thoughts about using color rinse on locks? It's a low risk hair coloring, so if you want to change it up a little bit, I think that's a good option. What oils do you recommend for hot oil treatments in your routine for doing the treatment? I have a full video on all the products I use and the routine that I do, after, before, everything like that, linked up above the world so high like a diamond in the sky, or in the description. Can you please make a video on how to repair locks that have been interlocked improperly? I can't make a video about it because I'm learning how to fix weak spots in the locks, and I have to see how it plays out over a year. But if it's close enough to the root, I actually know a creator who has already made something very quick. She gets right to the point, under 5 minutes. I will also link that in the description. I'm putting y'all down. So let's lock in, no pun intended. What is a clarifying shampoo that you recommend? Because I can't give up my creams. I use Maui Moisture's apple cider vinegar, which I like, but one that I really loved before they have a grapefruit version, but they used to have one that smelled like baby powder. If you can find the clear one, the clear clarifying one, you have a gem. Best henna. Any henna that is 100% pure. If your henna says anything other than the real Latin version or the Latin name for henna on the back of it, good luck. I'll have it linked in my Amazon storefront, but anything 100% pure. Would appreciate any advice on picking a loctician. I actually wrote the answer to this question down because this is a really good question. Look for proof of work, like look for proof that they do good work or word of mouth reviews or something like that. And then ask them what direction they retwist or the points at which they interlock. So clockwise, counterclockwise, or do they do 4-point interlock, 3-part interlock, 3-point or 2-point? Stick to 3 or 4, not 2. What products they use, and also if they take too long to respond or seem irritated by too many questions, don't book, okay? Because most of the locticians I know, they're really passionate about locks. If they're yelling at you on their booking site, all caps, all this la la la, girl, no. That means people are too comfortable disrespecting them. Next. And if they don't have a booking website, and that goes for anybody, no. If they're not willing to spend that $15.99 monthly to get that booking site, they're not serious. And I'm sorry. I know not everybody can do the $15, but if you want an experienced loctician, trust me when I say it takes money to make money, go book with somebody who's real serious about it and not screaming at you. Have you ever experienced edges thinning with your locks or had to reattach locks to your edges? I don't reattach locks. Once I do that snip, I, do what I gotta do. But Yes, no, ooh, yes, no, yes, and no. That's what I will say. When I was going through like hormonal changes, that's when I mostly saw it from telogen effluvium. Have I experienced edges thinning with my locks? Yes. Had to reattach locks to your edges? I don't do that. I don't do that. I would just start a whole new lock, okay? I've done it before. Okay? And I rebuke having to do it again. Okay, cool. How many days do the lock knot curls last? A week looking cute. After that, they fall, but they'll get straighter up here and then remain flowy down here. It lasts for like 2 weeks. You could push it till 3 weeks if you're trying to hold on really, really tight and you're not sweating a lot. But I would say max looking cute, 2 weeks. How do you maintain curls? Once I sleep on mine, my curls on the side are flattened. I have a short that describes exactly how I do this, like what it looks like when I do this. Again, linked up here in the description. Pantyhose is your best friend. That's what I will say. Stop putting them loose bonnets on them curls, y'all. It's not doing anything. Loose bonnets is for the straight locks. I just bought braid gel. Do you retwist with it or just do your edges? I'm scared of having white residue. I just do it on my edges. And if my locks are straight, I try not to do it when my locks are curly, but if my locks are straight after I have applied it for like 2-3 days, I go in the shower and just wash my edges because I wash my locks every 2 weeks. So I don't want 2 weeks worth of edge gunk in my hair. So I'll just wash my edges in the shower real quick. Last question. How do you prepare and care for your locks while on vacation? That is a great question that I will probably do a separate short on because this is the end of the video and y'all be dropping off at the end of the video. But what do I do? How do I prepare and care for my locks while on vacation? If I'm not getting in the water, guess what? Pipe cleaner curls all night, all day, because they last through humidity and they fall so beautifully even if it is humid. If the vacation is longer than 4 nights, pipe cleaner curls. If it's 4 nights and under, barrel curls, braids. And if I am just going somewhere where I'm going to be in the ocean sweaty, I will just make sure that by the time I'm going on vacation, my hair is interlocked so that it still lays nicely. And I bring my products with me. Period. Travel size. If you have any additional questions, because I know I didn't get too deep into everything until the very end, but if you have any additional questions about the questions and the answers that I gave to the questions, comment down below. We will chat because I will continue to check this video primarily. And whenever I do Loc Q&As and whatnot, I will come to here to check like questions to use. And also just to reply throughout the time, because you may see something in the comments that you're thinking and you're like, oh, I don't even got to ask this. It's already down here. This is basically the Reddit form of Nubia Locs answering questions .com/Reddit/ follow me on Instagram. That's where you'll get more of me, more aesthetics, more Pinteresty vibes. I also have a Pinterest and I have a TikTok, a Loc TikTok, as well as a personal TikTok where I post like travel, lifestyle. If you missed the live on Monday, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, see you soon. Bye.